Hi, I'm D. I review rums, and this is 1833. Okay, people, back with another review. Today we have Mapmakers rum. This is a Scottish rum. Now we've done a Scottish rum in the past before. We've done two in the past, maybe even three. But we've definitely done one or two Scottish rums in the past. There's another one to that. Now this one is probably a little bit different to the ones we've reviewed before. It's twice distilled in Scotland, and then it's blended with some Caribbean rum. So I'm not sure whether it came and so on and so forth for the distillery purposes. I couldn't really see that anywhere when I was looking around for it, but that's the current process. Now I want to show you something actually, because I don't know if you're going to see this in the camera, but if you look inside of the bottle, can you see it's a little cloudy in there? I don't know if you're not sure if you're picking it up on the camera. I am actually due to get a new lens, so the next review I do will be in a nice, shiny, spanking new lens. Should be better clarity. So yeah, look out for that. Hopefully you will see that when I do the next review. Anyway, I'm really excited about this cloudy looking rum from Scotland. Spring is springing, guys. Look, the sun's out. Well, outish behind some clouds at the moment, but the temperature's definitely gone up. Went for a little run this morning, a bit off my usual 5K time I'm doing. I'm trying to get back to my average of about 5 minutes a K. I'm more around 5.5 at the moment, so a little time to shave off. But let's get cracking with this. Oh, no, we can do better than that. Oh, there we go. That's okay. So one of the things I'll notice about this rum, firstly, before I go into that, this was a gift from my mother. So thanks, Mum. And this one is dedicated, I suppose, the best way to describe it, to a gentleman called Timothy Punt. Apparently, this guy was a cartographer who mapped Scotland. So that's why named Mapmakers rum, and because Timothy Punt was a map maker, a cartographer. Now, as I took this off, I got a whiff of something, so I'm really actually quite excited to give it a proper smell, because it smelled pretty good actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was giving me 500 Cuts vibes. Okay, so I'm getting like a sea salt in there. I'm getting something quite warm though. Getting like warm, like a sweet, warm dessert vibe from it. Maybe cinnamon. Maybe licorice. Oops. Whoops. Took my nose too far in that one. So what I'm getting from this, it smells like a warm dessert. Like a apple, not apple pie, but like an apple crumble. So I'm getting like real wintry sweet spices in there. That licoricey, not thinking, not cardamom, but what's that similar spice? Clovey aroma from there. Not raw, but cooked. Cinnamony, nutmeggy, those sort of Christmassy, desserty vibes from the smell, but a little bit of sea salt coming from that as well. It's really reminding me of does remind me a lot of 500 Cuts rum I reviewed a good few years back. But let's give this a taste. Ooh. So the secondary taste is very sea. So that sea salt comes a bit more. That secondary taste, you know, have you ever been to the beach first thing in the morning? And the air has a smell, has a taste that, you know, you got seaweed on the beach, for example, and you can really smell it in the air when it's really, really early in the morning. That is what I'm kind of tasting from this as that secondary taste. It comes in very, very faint in the background, but it's giving me that. That's it. I guess, you know, I don't know if any of you guys drink whiskies, what have you, but I know a lot of whiskey can taste quite peaty, and I guess it's probably the coastal equivalent of that peaty taste, because it's a bit seaweedy, bit sea air in your lungs, in your as I'm tasting this. I try to use as many scripts as I can when I speak to you guys about these things, help bring these things alive, and hopefully in my head as I'm saying and as I'm processing them, it makes sense to me. But I'm hoping, as I'm trying to paint these pictures of words, you guys are getting what I'm actually saying. You can actually relate. Hopefully not going too far left field and you're thinking, what is D talking about? Hopefully it's making sense to you. Let me know if it is. Let me know if it doesn't. So I guess I'll have to change my approach slightly to make it make more sense to you. There's a bitterness to this as well. Those Christmassy spices I don't really taste, however. They're in the aroma, not so much in the taste. In the taste, this one, it tastes different. It's difficult to describe the first hand. It's a little bitter. The raw things happen. I'm not saying it's not neutral, but it's difficult because I'm not really getting anything that is very pronounced and is easy to identify. I'm getting not smoky, but perhaps burnt or toasted aromatics from this. So versus, you know, if you ever make a curry, you know, you might toast some peppercorns, you may toast some cloves, you may toast some mustard seeds. Gives it a different aroma, a different flavor before you cook, before you sort of crush and what have you, press the mortar. I'm getting that side of it, where whatever aromatics have been used, they were toasted first or perhaps burnt first to get the flavors out a bit more. But saying that, none of those flavors really come out and are punchy enough to be able to be identified. I guess testament to it being blended well, that nothing really jumps out. But you know what time it is? Lime time, baby. So let's get some more in the glass. Squeeze the lime in there, and let's see how the lime enhanced the flavor, smell of this Mapmakers rum from Scotland. So a little squeeze of lime. So as I'm smelling it with the lime in it, the aromatics are still there. Perhaps a little sweet, perhaps a little sweeter in aroma as well. I may even go. I would suggest that they probably use a lot of Guyanese rum in this because I can taste, or smell, sorry, some Demerara sugar. Remember that fiasco a few years back? The Demerara. See what it tastes. So it's a smoother delivery with the lime. Again, the lime's cut that bitterness out. That secondary sea taste I was describing before is gone. It's left the party. And those toasted / burnt aromatics, is that right? Those toasted / burnt aromatics are still very much present, but that's, like I said, that sea taste is gone. I think the bitterness comes out a bit more with lime actually. Or that burnt taste, sorry, not the bitter, that burnt taste comes out a bit more. But again, nothing's really coming through, nothing's saying, hey, here I am. It's just lots of flavors there that seem to work well together, but doesn't really step out to anything that's been easily identified. Okay, so peoples. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and please comment. I love the comments. When I see them, I reply. And also, please share with people. Just remember to tell a friend. Scottish community. Recommendations. Okay. It's actually a tricky one. I wouldn't go Coke. I wouldn't do a cola. I would perhaps do a lemonade. And I've realised that there's a difference in when I say lemonade to my UK audience or European audience, they know what I mean. My US audience probably think I mean something else. So when I say lemonade, I'm talking about like a Sprite, 7-Up, sort of that sort of, one's lemon and lime, but that sort of drink, not the cloudy lemonade. That's not what I mean. Lemonade always refers to the carbonated drink. So a lemonade, yes, but my first absolute first thought when I actually was thinking about that was an apple juice. A good apple juice, I think, would really work well in this rum. I actually might get some in a minute after this is finished. But scores on the doors, what you want to know about, is it worth buying? So let's go for this. We've got buy and keep, buy and enjoy, and now buy that with it. You know what? I'm gonna go with I. It's I. It's I. If you see this somewhere, it's worth giving it a try. I don't think you'd be particularly disappointed. You could have it neat, although I'd recommend it with a slice of lime. Ice, no ice, up to you wherever you go with that. But definitely you don't have to have it mixed with anything. If you do try to mix it with something, I'd go to apple juice route, like I said before, with recommendations. But it's worth giving it a go. It's unique. I mean, there are not a lot of rums from Scotland, and so if you see it somewhere, I would say it's to the establishments.